On September 28th, an article appeared in Politico Pro by Medina Torre, and it was titled, "In a Last Act, Barron Takes on One More Controversy, Medicare Advantage." The interesting thing about this, and there's quite a few, and we'll do them in short little videos, but one of the statements made by Henry Garrido from District Council 37, the executive director, was, "The vast majority of the unions have language within their collective bargaining agreement that assigns the negotiating or bargaining of retiree health care to each individual union." Now let's break that down. I have a few questions about this, Mr. Garrido, to make that a little bit more clear for people who are not involved in labor. I'm going to pull a collective bargaining agreement. The one that I had on my laptop actually opened was for the UFOA, United Fire Officers Association, right? So in the Uniformed Fire Officers Association, Local 854. So in this agreement, as in most agreements, and as everyone that we've pulled up so far has one, Article 1 usually is recognition, recognizing the union. And what that says is this one, Article 1, Section 1. The employer recognizes the union as the sole bargaining agent for the unit, consisting of all lieutenants, captains, battalion chiefs, deputy chiefs, except those deputy chiefs designated as deputy assistant chief of department, assistant chief of department, and chief in charge, hereinafter collectively referred to as fire officers line, and fire medical officers and supervising fire marshals employed in the employer of the fire department of the city of New York. Section 2. The term employee or employees as used in the agreement shall mean only those persons employed in the titles described in Section 1 of the article. Now, this does a few things. One, it identifies that the employer, in this case the City of New York and FDNY, recognize that the Uniformed Fire Officers Association is the union for recognition for collective bargaining for those specific titles. People who are employed in those titles. Doesn't say retiree. Now, your statement that your unions have language in them, collective bargaining agreements have language in them that assign negotiating or bargaining of retiree health care to each individual union, you are right for an active employee. However, I think you kind of fell off the ship, Henry, when you tried to negotiate away retired union workers' health care benefits. So basically, the entire labor history has protected retiree health care benefits or retiree benefits in general, because you always recognized that one day you will be retired. What you're failing to remind your union members is that one day, the wonderful salaries that you have today, you will only have 50% of that taxable, most likely, tomorrow. So you don't want to diminish what you have in retirement. It will just make it that much harder to pay for it then. So you started to sell off retiree benefits, knowing that by the time your members are retired, you will be, I don't know, on some beach in some exotic island somewhere, no longer executive director of the union. Your members will be retired and they'll be quite angry because they won't have the benefits that they thought that they would have or that they would be paying through the nose for them. Unions do not represent current retirees, but you always protected current retirees because it was always recognized by real union leaders that you will one day be retired. That's why you protected them. You didn't open Pandora's box. Now you're opening up a box that you can't shut. And this is dangerous territory. Active unions can collectively bargain for those in their unit, as described in the first articles of their labor agreements with their employer. They do not represent people who are not in their units. And it also begs to question, if mandatory subject of bargaining include healthcare, why is the MLC negotiating healthcare benefits when they don't hold a bargaining certificate, Henry? Talk to you soon.